Hi brother.
Assalamu alaikum.
How are you?
Alhamdulillah.
What does mean by Alhamdulillah?
I am Muslim. In Islam, it's odd to explain I'm fine.
I knew that you're Muslim.
How you know that?
Because I saw you in every morning you're praying morning prayer.
Oh, really?
Yeah, can I ask you something?
Yeah, sure.
Why are you Muslim?
Why you are not Muslim?
I am not Muslim because my parents is not Muslim. Are you Muslim because your parents is Muslim?
I am not Muslim because my parents are Muslim. I am Muslim, it's my own choice.
Why you choosing Islam and didn't choose another religion?
You really want to
Yeah, I want to know that.
come to my place?
What about now?
Yeah, it's okay.
Let's go.
Please come in. Have a seat. I think this video make you clear concept.
Oh, let's see. Oh, he is a Dr. Zakir Naik. I knew him.
How can we prove that Islam is the right way of life, is the best way of life? If we analyze most of the major religions, they speak good things. Most of the major religions, they tell us not to rob, not to cheat, not to molest a woman. But the difference between Islam and the other religions is that Islam shows you a way how to achieve a state of that goodness. For example, all the religions say that you should not rob. Islam says the same. But Islam shows you a way how to achieve a state in which people will not rob. Islam has a system of zakat, that is every rich person who has a saving of more than the nisab level, more than 85 grams of gold, he or she should give 2.5% of that excess wealth in charity every lunar year. If every rich human being gives zakat, poverty will be eradicated from this world. There will not be a single human being who will die of hunger. Most of the major religions say that you should not molest a woman, that you should not. Islam says the same. But Islam shows you a way how to achieve a state in which people, no man will molest or rape any woman. Islam has a system of hijab. Normally people speak about the hijab for the woman, but Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in the glorious Quran first speaks about the hijab for the man and then for the woman. Allah says in the Quran in Surah Nur, chapter number 24, verse number 30, say to the believing man that he should lower his gaze and guard his modesty. That whenever any brazen thought comes in your mind, whenever anyone looks at a woman, the man, he should lower his gaze. After that, the Quran speaks about the hijab for the woman in Surah Nur, chapter 24, verse number 31, where Allah says, say to the believing woman that she should lower her gaze and guard her modesty, and display not her beauty except what appears ordinary of, and draw her veil, a head covering, over the bosom, and display not her beauty except in front of her husband, her son, her father, and a big list of mahram, the close relatives who she can't marry, is given. There are basically 6 criteria for hijab given in the Quran and the Sahih Hadith. The first is the extent which differs between the man and the woman. For the man, it's from the navel to the knee. For the woman, the complete body should be covered. The only part that can be seen are the face and the hands up to the wrist. The remaining 5 criteria are the same for the man and the woman. The second is the clothes they wear, it should not be tight so that it reveals the figure. Third, it should not be transparent. Fourth, it should not be so glamorous so that it attracts the opposite sex. Fifth, it should not resemble that of the opposite sex. And sixth, it should not be a sign of the unbeliever. And the reason for hijab is given in Surah Ahzab, chapter 33, verse number 59, where Allah says, O Prophet, tell your wives and your daughters and the believing women that when they go abroad, they should put on the cloak, so that they shall be recognized and it will prevent them from being molested. Quran says hijab has been prescribed for the women so that they shall be recognized and it will prevent them from being molested. For example, if there are 2 twin sisters who are very beautiful, or equally beautiful, and if they are walking down the streets of Toronto, maybe Yonge Street, and if one twin sister, she is wearing the Islamic hijab, the complete body cover except the face and the hands up to the wrist, and the other twin sister, she is wearing the Western clothes, the mini skirts or short, and if round the corner there is a hooligan, there is a ruffian who's waiting for a catch, who's waiting to tease a girl, which girl will he tease? Will he tease the girl wearing the Islamic hijab, or will he tease the girl wearing the mini skirts or short? After that, the Islamic Sharia says, if any man rapes any woman, he gets capital punishment, death penalty. People say, death penalty? In this age of science and technology, Islam is a barbaric religion. It's a ruthless way of life. But when I ask this question to thousands of non-Muslims, that God forbid, if someone rapes your mother, rapes your sister, and if you are made the judge, and if the rapist is brought in front of you, what punishment will you give him? And all of them, 100% said, we will put him to death. Some went to the extent of saying, we will torture him to death. So why these double standards? Someone rapes your mother, your sister, you want to put him to death. Somebody rapes somebody else's mother or sister, you say death penalty is a barbaric law. That's the reason I say Islam, doing good things, it shows you a way how to achieve the state of goodness. Therefore I say that Islam is the best way of life. And Allah says in the Quran in Surah Al-Imran, chapter number 3, verse number 19, Inna dina indallahi al-Islam.
Yes, come in.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam. Sit here.
Are you getting from morning prayer?
Yeah.
Can I join you?
Oh, really?
Yeah. From where I have to start?
You have to start from Kalema.
আসসালামু আলাইকুম, আমি শেখ আব্দুল আল তাকদির, লার্নিং মেডিকেল ইউনিভার্সিটি এমবিবিএস করছি। এটা আমার প্রথম কাজ। আমি চেয়েছিলাম আমার প্রথম কাজ ইসলামের কোনো মেসেজ দ্বারা শুরু করব, তবে কতটুকু করতে পেরেছি ঠিক জানি না। আপনারা সবাই আমাকে জানাবেন। ইন ফিউচারে ভালো কোনো কিছু করার আশা আছে। সবাই আমার জন্য দোয়া করবেন। আল্লাহ হাফেজ।